Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Thursday morning. AJ has an appointment at 10 o'clock in the morning, so he can't be at the morning show.
He's got to prepare.
He's got to prepare for that appointment.
Might be a dentist appointment.
I think
brushing his teeth feverishly.
I think it's more at 8:30. I guess I would do that too right before a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Just like make sure everything was tip-top.
It's too late, AJ.
It is too late. That hygienist is going to look at you and be like,
You're not going to fool her.
yeah, no doubt. It's like, you're doing all of this wrong. It's okay, though. By the way, if you or anyone you know has whooping cough, maybe go to the doctor. An outbreak of whooping cough has been declared by the Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Cami Condola, in Yellowknife and the Clecho region. So watch out for that. There you go.
Are you just like me in that you read something like that and you think to yourself, well, I have been coughing lately?
Yeah. No.
It's not.
No, it's not
whooping
that.
cough.
Pertussis is. It is crazy. So, what they're asking residents can protect themselves and their loved ones from pertussis by getting what? Vaccinated.
Whoa.
Yay! The pertussis containing vaccine is safe and effective. It probably contains a little bit of mercury, but remember, it's not that active mercury that's in like thermometers and stuff.
Or the planet.
Or or that one. Remember that vaccines have been proven to be safe for decades.
Here you go, pushing your liberal agenda.
That's
again.
me. That's me. I'm a communist redcoat something or other.
Jeez.
Oh wait, redcoats are British.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings in the Cabin, Alice Cooper, Feed My Frankenstein. If you recognize that song, you're an Alice Cooper fan. And if you're not an Alice Cooper fan, you may recognize it from Wayne's World. That's right. It's the song they were playing when they went to the concert in Aurora or Chicago. No, Milwaukee. They went to Milwaukee.
Was it Milwaukee?
Yeah, because remember, like, he gives them that, they have that conversation. The guy's like, in fact, Alice, isn't Milwaukee an Indian name? He's like, yes, it is, Pete. And they even give a breakdown. I mean, it doesn't age well when he says Indian name, but whatever. Still a funny movie.
Yeah, his heart was in the right place.
Heart was in the right place. They were just trying to educate people about the place they were in.
Yeah.
And he says, Milwaukee is actually an Algonquin word for the good land.
Right.
And then Wayne points at him, does this guy know how to party or what? It's fantastic. I love that movie. Continuing on the whooping cough, obviously whooping cough is very serious. We know how serious it is. But we wanted to tell you guys about everyone's kind of at risk. I mean, I don't know how much of the vaccine they have, but this is who they're telling. Since the immunity from pertussis vaccine may fade over time, an adolescent booster is offered in grade 7 and every 10 years as an adult. And I'm thinking that I might need a booster because probably the last time I got mine was when I was in grade 7.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I have no idea when I would have got my last.
That was 93, baby.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm old.
27 years.
27 years.
Is long past the expiry.
No, absolutely. So there you go. Pregnant women should get a pertussis-containing vaccine between 27 and 32 weeks of their pregnancy, regardless of when it was last done. And this will help prevent the spreading of pertussis to their baby once the baby is born. The government said the vaccine is free of charge and part of the routine immunization schedule for residents, which I have not participated in yet. So if you are needing a booster, get on down there and get one. Whooping cough affects the lungs and airways, of course, is a bacteria-caused illness that spreads easily and it's most dangerous to children under 1 year. Now, Lekter had a sound effect that I'm not allowing him to play. Not a sound effect, it's a clip of a baby coughing. Like, we wanted to kind of give you an idea of what it sounds like, but I think most people kind of know.
Well, I don't.
You didn't know what it sounded like?
No, I would have assumed, and thank God I've never had whooping cough to my knowledge. I think I would have known probably by now if I'd had it, because it's pretty serious.
It is.
But I would have just thought off the top of my head there would have been, when someone has just a really bad cough and they kind of got some of the barking in their cough, that would have been kind of what I assumed, but just like a bit more violent.
Okay.
So, I typed in YouTube, sound of whooping cough or just whooping cough, and there's a ton of information out there about whooping cough. If you have any questions about whooping cough, I normally wouldn't refer you to YouTube.
I was just going to say, don't go to YouTube.
for practical and constructive information. But
however, if you want information on who's actually running the world,
go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
Oh,
for God's sake.
Oh, yeah.
It's all there.
Who's running the world and whooping cough?
Yeah.
YouTube has got you covered.
Who run the world? Girls.
That's right.
According to Beyonce. So
That's on YouTube, too?
that's right. Symptoms usually begin to appear within a week to 10 days after exposure, but could take nearly a month to develop. They include mild fever, runny nose, red and watery eyes, sneezing, and a mild cough. Now, those are all symptoms of basically any illness, like a head cold or whatever. So 2 weeks after the first symptoms begin, the cough becomes severe, repeated, and forceful, and ends with a whooping sound between breaths, and tends to become worse at night, resulting in vomiting and difficulty breathing.
Like that.
Thank you for that. That is not what I want to hear in my morning.
Well, it's important, Jesse.
It is important. That's true.
You can never be too sensitive
So
our safety.
There's been 20 cases.
Yes.
20 lab-confirmed cases of pertussis in these regions in Yellowknife and the Cleachos. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough to spread to a lot of people. So the department encourage anyone who thinks they've been exposed to whooping cough or who has a cough for longer than a week to contact their local health center and stay home to protect vulnerable children and pregnant women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I've had a cough for kind of off and on for the last couple of weeks since Christmas.
Jesse, it's not whooping
not
cough.
I know it's not. That's what
You're
I'm saying.
Fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm trying to say, you jerk. Just because you've had a cough for longer than a week doesn't necessarily mean that. But now that we are in outbreak scenario, then maybe it's time to go get checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would assume, in this type of weather, we're all a bit more susceptible to that sort of thing.
That's
so yeah, you can never be too careful. And again, let's play that sound effect.
No.
Okay, fine.
Now I started coming down with a cold last night. I could feel like I'm stuffed up in one thing, and I didn't sleep very well, and I feel like I got hit by a truck. And I think it's because my dog licked the inside of my mouth. That's just Betty puppy.
That's
puppy girl.
That's private.
It's not private. She just licked my face, and I was like, and when your dog's licking your face, and you go, oh, and it goes, blah, and you're like, no, right in there. It's got a big old tongue too.
Well, thanks for being here this morning, bud.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
We all know that, what do we know? Barren Ground Coffee makes wonderful coffee.
Yes.
If you haven't tried it yet, try it. Local roasters, local sellers of coffee. Great, great stuff. I haven't been to the new location, but I've definitely tried their coffee, and I like it.
Good folks.
Good folks.
Cool merch.
Good folks, cool merch. That's the thing about a lot of Yellowknife businesses have some of the best merch I've ever seen.
Yeah, what is with that?
I don't know.
It's really true.
Yeah. Like Woodyard's got great merch. They kind of lead the way. Them and Erasmus Apparel. But I mean, Erasmus Apparel, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas a business that has merch like Woodyard kind of leads the way in all that.
Yeah. I mean, they certainly are what we have modeled ourselves after, merch-wise.
You might even say we've stolen a few of their ideas.
We're influenced by...
That's right. The Woodyard are influencers.
They are.
And Barren Ground also, great merch. For a reminder that Cabin Radio has coffee mugs that you can fill with delicious Barren Ground coffee. However...
Old Town Paddle as well.
Old Town Paddle
love
as well.
merch.
Very nice, very nice. We've got some stickers up here, and I love their stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. Everyone's got great merch. Everybody.
You're all great.
You're all great. Everybody's great. However, in the conduction of business and location shifting, Lekter stepping up to the plate with a rant. And now this is unexpected. This is not like him. But let's hear what he has to say.
Well, as you know.
First off, let me just interrupt you.
Go ahead.
No, I got it. I'm good.
No?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, as you all know.
If I could just interject for a second. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like we just said.
I'm done.
Barren Ground Coffee. Huge supporters of ours.
Yes.
They've been
love them.
advertising with us like pretty much since the beginning.
Yep.
Love them for it. Love their coffee.
Yep.
Love their merch. Corey and Eric, great guys. But they stink.
They stink.
So they moved, obviously, to the old Home Life Realty building.
Yeah, it's a great Canadian pizza.
Yes, great Canadian pizza. I was going to say, if you want to go further back in Yellowknife history or folklore.
Right next to the old Hollywood Video.
What was it before that? Was it anything before?
The Blue Building?
Great Canadian Pizza?
I can't remember what it was before Canadian Pizza. And
Okay.
And then right next door was the Hollywood Video.
Okay. Yeah. So they moved in there, about less than a year ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think just this past summer.
Just this past summer, for sure.
They got in there.
Yeah.
And since then, of course, the roasting process
Absolutely.
emits a smell,
It does.
as you might imagine.
I can imagine.
And you would think
That roasting coffee
would smell
Good.
great.
I thought we were going to go back and forth there for a second.
You would think it would be a pleasant smell. I don't know, just something about roasting coffee beans. Like, that must smell good.
Yeah, because the coffee itself smells amazing.
It just smells like burnt coffee.
Yes, it does. The roasting of coffee does emit a bit of a smell.
And now that they're on my block, I got to deal with it.
Imagine the people that are living right next to them. So it's wafting down your lane.
It's wafting.
And you don't like it.
It's a little stingy on my nose.
A little stingy on your nose?
A little stingy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I am shocked and appalled that you would throw a local business under the bus like that.
Well, enough is enough.
That's enough is enough.
Old Town knows what I'm talking about.
All right. Have you taken the tour? You need to go down and take the tour.
I took the tour of their old place. I haven't seen the new place.
So go down and take the new place. Maybe you'll find a new appreciation for what they're doing down there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And, I certainly do, from the old place, appreciate what they do, because I think, so Ollie and I went down there, it was like a few months after they had opened anyway. Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was on a very hot summer day. It was like plus 25 or something like that.
Yeah.
Sun just beating down. And we went in to shoot a video for them. And so we went in. And as hot as it was outside, it was at least 10 degrees hotter
Of course.
inside.
The roasted coffee.
They were just sweating.
Yep.
As soon as we went inside, we were sweating. And we're just like, how do you guys work in this? And not just work in this, but keep a smile on your face. Be pleasant, pleasant enough to, be part of a video that we're doing right now. So I have a lot of appreciation for what those guys do, and they do great work. The coffee is amazing,
which makes your complaining even more appalling.
But they stink.
So much gall, unmitigated gall.
Everyone can smell it.
Yeah, it's true. No, I mean, and the process of anything kind of does that. Like my uncle used to farm mint, and I think he still does. And he sold to Colgate and stuff like this. But he farmed mint in Saskatchewan.
Okay.
And I remember visiting his.
How could that stink?
Right? So I remember visiting his plot there.
Yeah.
We were visiting him because he was running a business next to his minting. And as they were kind of putting it in, they steam it or something.
Okay.
So they're putting it in the steamer in a machine outside, and it just reeked. It reeked to high heaven.
Yeah,
because it's. I mean, what you're steaming is not just the mint. You're probably steaming some of the fertilizer and stuff like that too, because you're kind of cleaning it all off and it's separated elsewhere.
Yeah.
Another one was when
steamed
I was
fertilizer.
Right.
Yeah. That'll wake you up in the morning.
That's right. When I fertilize, it's steamy. When I was, and then in like grade 4, I was in grade 4. It was like 1990 or 91, and we went to Spain. Mm-hmm. My brother was living over there, so we went to Spain for a week.
Okay.
For part of our vacation.
Your brother is so much cooler than you.
My brother is one of the coolest, but
I'm in the same boat.
He's part of the deep state. So what are you going to do? He's part of this status quo government.
So we really shouldn't be talking about him.
Yeah, no, he's just brilliant. He speaks 7 languages and whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, he's just part of the problem. And so we were going through there's olive fields everywhere. There's olive trees everywhere along the countryside in Spain.
Yeah.
And one of the times we stopped and we took a look, and I don't really love olives, but my dad did, and my brother does, and we looked at it. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Right.
Same deal. They had picked them. They had them in a vat or something. I can't really remember correctly, but the smell was so bad that I can't eat olives to this day.
Really?
That's right. I don't like the taste.
Did you like them before?
I didn't.
No.
But now I still don't like them.
Now they don't have a chance.
No, but the thing is, usually your taste buds change, right?
Yeah.
So like you didn't like something as a kid, you like it now.
Yeah.
No.
Happened with me, actually, when we were in Spain. I tried an olive. I hated olives all my life before that, but I was like, well, if I'm ever going to enjoy an olive, it's going to be here. Oh, so good.
So good.
And now I like olives.
Right off the tree.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know what they were doing to them, but it wasn't good. And it didn't smell good either. So your complaints do not fall on deaf ears. I can empathize.
Well, and to put it into perspective, this is not, it's not like a meat packing plant smell or anything like that.
I wish we had a meat packing plant.
Nowhere near that bad. In fact, one of the last jobs I worked while I was living in Winnipeg, while I was delivering paint. You drive all over the city. You drive
delivering paint.
Delivering paint. It was a glorious life that I left.
All right.
So glamorous. Anyway, so you go to a lot of industrial areas, obviously, when you're working at a paint store.
Well, you're in Winnipeg.
Delivering it.
The entire city is an industrial area.
That's right. And so one of these areas that I frequently was in delivering paint to was it was just past St. Boniface.
Yep.
The industrial area around there. And there is, for years, I had no idea what this awful stench was when you entered this certain area. It just smelled like rotting fish. It was a mushroom plant.
Mushrooms?
Have you ever smelt the emittance of a mushroom plant?
No.
It is the most god-awful smell. And once again, not really something you would think of, but if you ever get the opportunity, take a whiff of a mushroom plant. Oof.
Wow.
It is gross. So
you're throwing all our pickers and all our producers under the bus.
Well, we don't have any plants here. We just, Anyway, so to put things into perspective,
yes,
Barren ground coffee.
Yep.
You don't stink that bad. But
can you guys work on a T-shirt for us that says something like that? Barren ground coffee. We don't stink that bad.
We love you guys, Barren ground.
Absolutely.
But you stink.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Thursday morning. Coming up at the Prince of Wales Northern Heritage Center. It's they're having a bunch of different artists and things like this. But what is it? It's it's Waltz Art Party. But you said it was today.
Yeah, well, the opening reception is tonight.
But the party is on Sunday.
And the actual art party is Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
So art is in the middle of party. So you don't even have to say art party. You just say party. It's right there. Right there in the middle of the word.
That is very efficient.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
No problem.
Why did nobody think of that before now? Could have saved 2 letters.
Well, because Walt Humphries Party just sounds like a party.
Waltz Party.
Walt Party. I mean, unless you capitalized art in the middle of party.
Which you could have.
Art!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to announce that.
Yeah, but because then the first word, the first letter would be capitalized as well.
Yes.
Right?
It's one of those weird play on words where it's harder to announce than it is to write.
These are the complexities of the English language that you just can't get past. Sunday from 2 to 4 at the museum, Waltz Art Party, showcasing the work of Walt Humphries, of which we have a couple. I've had them in my life for years and years and years. Some of my favorite art ever.
Yeah.
Love Walt's stuff. His irreverent take on everything, and just how I've said this before, but it's like a Where's Waldo? You just keep on noticing different stuff every time.
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? There you go. So we've got the right here in Studio One. We've got Old Town versus New City. So it's like the Old Towners standing on a heap of garbage as they block Franklin.
Yep.
And it's just awesome. I love that one. And then I've got the Houseboaters Revolution one.
Yep.
I can't remember the title of it, but it's the Houseboaters one where they're all in the canoes and fighting against the city. And it's fantastic. And they're launching honey buckets at the canoes. And, oh my God.
I think one of my favorite ones that I bought for Nicole as I think a Christmas gift one year was, I think it's called Camper's Last Stand or something like that. And it's basically a family of campers that have pulled up on a boat on, some just random island, and they're planning on camping, and they're just getting attacked by mosquitoes. And there's there's one person choking a mosquito on the ground. They got their knives and their guns out, and they're all back to back. It's just fantastic.
Another one of my favorites, and I again can't remember the title. Sorry, Walt. It's the one where Yellowknife's under a dome. And there's all kinds of crazy stuff. There's water slides and all these hotels and big the Explorers twice the size of
that Splash Park.
Splash Park finally. But kind of reflected on the time when Frame Lake was you could swim in it.
Usable.
That's right.
Yeah.
It used to be usable even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. When we used to walk down there, it was that thing's full of leeches. Don't go in there. Basically, is how that went down. So, but before, you see pictures from back in the 70s.
Yeah.
There used to be docks out there with slides and stuff. It used to be a real place to go. And now it's just a place you can walk on.
Yeah.
Once it's frozen.
It's
and
useful
safe.
in the winter.
That's right. That's right. It really cuts your commute in half.
It kind of looks nice in the
really,
summer.
we should be putting an ice road on it, buddy. Just to kind of cut down that commute around the city.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're being serious or
Man,
not.
when I run for city council, that is going to be my thing. That is going to be my thing. I'm going to be like, I'm going to put an ice road on Frame Lake, bud.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard, I don't think.
No, I mean, just put a pile of snow that connects it to Old Airport Road at the end. I mean, what's the big deal?
I feel like I can hear someone who's actually built an ice road saying, "Oh, it wouldn't be hard, would it?"
Yeah, that's
and
right.
You're such an expert.
I
at
am an
building
expert.
ice roads.
I will get out there with a shovel, and I will you know what, Neil. I'll get out there with Neil's because Neil's like he does the clearing and he does like he builds the or he sets the tracks for cross country skiers as well. Like he helps out.
Oh,
on
he
that.
does that.
He does some of that with his Bobcat.
Oh, okay.
Just get him to do it.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Come on, Niels.
Niels, get out there.
You earned that deputy mayor slot.
Right. Let's get an ice road on Frame Lake. It's 2020, everybody. It's time for us to shorten our commute by about 4 minutes.
Make Frame Lake useful again.
Yeah.
So tonight
At
the Prince of Wales Northern Heritage Center,
the Prince of Wales Northern Heritage Center.
the opening reception
The
for Walt
opening
Humphries
reception
Art
of
exhibit.
Walt Humphries Art exhibit.
What a great echo. Yeah, the special effects on Mornings at the Cabin. 7 to 9 p.m. And then the art party, Sunday, 2 to 4. There, I noticed in the description,
Yeah.
Cash Bar and Bush Snacks
Bush snacks.
by Flavor Trader.
Ooh, very nice.
What constitutes as a bush snack?
Well,
Like hot dogs?
I hope so.
Gourmet hot dogs?
I hope it's just fire roasted hot dogs. Like Etienne's not even going for it. He's just like, I bought a pack of hot dogs. You guys can fry them over the fire if you like.
Etienne's like, whoa. Smokies.
Smokies.
Like,
That's right.
This isn't
Just
isn't
cheddar
trash.
Smokies. We're not trash people. All right. That's my favorite camping meal. I just bring out 24 hot dogs and 12 buns.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it for the weekend.
And regret everything. next
Regret
week.
everything.
Yeah.
But you're drinking some beer. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So, Waltz, congratulations on this art party this weekend. It's going to be a great time tonight. You got the party or the showing, and then Sunday the party. Go check it out.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by friend of the show and friend down the hall, Bridget Rusk. Bridget.
Good morning.
Good morning. Bridget promised us some baked goodies, and she has followed through. Delivered. Absolutely. She couldn't come to trivia last night because she said she was going to be basketballing and staying up late baking.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, that's fine.
Yeah.
You bring us baked goods, you're allowed to not come to trivia. So here she is. She's baked us some lemon raspberry scones.
Mm-hmm.
Which are delightful.
Some brownies and just some, plain Jane chocolate chip cookies.
Whatever.
But very nice. Thank you so much for bringing those in. We always love your treats. Now, a couple of things. We want to talk about a couple of things. One, what?
Can I just first just mention that you make it sound like she baked these for us.
She did.
These are the what do you call them?
The leftovers.
The rejects?
The rejects. But I mean, they are for us. I mean, she baked them with us in mind as well.
I mean, if there weren't enough, though, we wouldn't have baked goods.
No, she doesn't do that. Bridget doesn't do anything like, I'm just going to make just enough. No, she just goes a little extra more.
That's fair.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, but there is a caveat where the brownies were like, well, they might look a little weird because the nice ones are in my office.
And they're filled with opium. Bridget, once again, we don't do opium here. Quit trying to push it on us.
Maybe next time.
So a couple things we want to say. Let's start off with you are premiering your first movie.
Yeah.
Ever at Dead North, and your trailer dropped. It's the first trailer that's dropped out of all 59 movies.
Yeah.
And it's up on the Dead North site now on Facebook. It looks great. It's called Ghosted, and it has to do with it's inspired by possibly some of your dating here in
Real
Yellowknife
events.
over the last few months. Is it?
It is not a documentary.
It's not a documentary, although it could be biopic, but based on true events. Some of it inspired by.
Nothing of the sort.
I can't say.
How is your dating life? Who are you seeing, and when is the last time they talked to you? I'm joking. Don't tell me any of that. So tell us a
My
little
dating
bit.
life is great. Thank you,
Okay,
Jesse.
great. Tell us a little bit more about your movie.
So it follows the storyline of a girl named Maya, not Bridget. We did change the name like a week before.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah. And she is new to town, moved here about 4 months ago, and can't quite figure out the dating scene. She's going on some dates with several different people, but then slowly doesn't get responses from each of them and can't figure out why.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay. Well, the trailer's great. Now, the trailer's great because Scott and I told you to change it. No, no. The trailer's awesome, and you should check it out at the Dead North Film Fest Facebook page. But we just want to touch on that. That's not why you're here. You brought us some cookies and scones, which is beautiful. Thank you very much.
Also not why you're here.
Also not why you're here. What many people may not know about Bridget is a lot of things, because maybe you don't know her, but she refs basketball. So there's the rec basketball league here in town. They take it pretty seriously. There's like 47 teams or something. How many teams are there?
5.
5 teams. There's 5 teams. And
between 4 and 7.
Between 4 and 47 is 5.
That might be that many people.
That's right. So you started to play, and you started to play a little bit, but you're reffing. So you've got some basketball reffing experience. You've been reffing in the rec league. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little about what happened last night.
Yeah. So I didn't come away with new friends for sure.
Referees hardly do.
Yeah. But I'm probably building a good blind and deaf reputation in town.
Oh, good.
So there was a bit of a situation near the end of the game. So this game started at 9:45 p.m. So
which is stupid.
Right.
That's a stupid time to start.
By near the end, it's maybe,
everyone's already grumpy.
Yeah, it's maybe 11, 10:45, whatever.
Yeah.
And it had been escalating a little bit over the day, and for sure, maybe there were some things that I might have missed, should have called, and had been receiving some direct eye contact and swearing at me.
People swore. This is a bit much.
Whoa.
This is where rec sports kind of take a turn for the ugly. It's like it doesn't matter.
Everybody calm down.
Everybody calm. Yeah.
So I applied that method, and so there was one situation where I was standing at one end of the court and had the ball under my arm, and I just kind of addressed everybody in the room, both teams, and just said, "Okay, everybody, listen."
You blow your whistle.
Yeah.
Everybody take a knee.
I blew my whistle, and I said, "All right, we're all going to stop. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to stop swearing at everybody."
You lost them at 3 deep breaths.
Yeah, I switched from their ref to their hated grade 4 teacher, and yeah, so that could have either de-escalated or escalated the situation, and it escalated.
Very good.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like you were reffing for grade 4s. Who's like swearing? Like, come on, it's a bit much.
It's okay. It's really nice that people are that passionate about basketball in town.
Is it that they're that passionate about rec league basketball that they feel they have to swear at another adult over it, like scream in their face? It's a bit much.
Well, so this is your first game reffing? Yes.
It's my 4th night.
Might as well have been
night.
for all the calls she missed.
Okay. So how were the first few? Like, was this one kind of like a way different than the others? Were the first few pretty calm, and now all of a sudden you just had a bad night? Might have missed a call or two.
Yeah, this one was, I'd say, a higher intensity game. Like,
okay.
I'd say my first one was very low paced, but I had
So
another
Mike
one
Gibbons
that
was there. High passion, high intensity.
I'm not gonna say
No, we're not
who
gonna
was there or not.
It's okay. He knows.
We know.
He knows he's a problem on
That's
the
right.
court.
He's very problematic.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, but I'm learning and I'm gaining confidence, and I'm definitely, even that game was better than my first game. Like, I feel bad for the guys on my first game where I just...
But they kept it together.
Yeah.
Your first game.
Yeah, but...
Why did things get so out of hand this one? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just take 3 deep breaths.
This is a safe space. No one's listening.
Yeah.
Tell us.
It's okay.
Tell us what happened.
It hasn't been fully 24 hours, you know?
Oh,
So,
No, I
still
understand.
processing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's... Sometimes people just leave it all on the court, but
Uh-huh.
not in a good way.
Yes.
And I'm just thankful that my car hasn't started in a week so that it wasn't keyed in the parking lot.
It got that out of hand.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Did you have a chat with any of the team, like captains, after the game to be like, guys, that was a bit much? Anything like that, or did you just kind of like put your head down and beetle it out of there as soon as the final buzzer?
No,
rang?
I went over because I'm always on the how can I improve from that scenario. So I went over to someone who was playing but is like a really good ref.
Right.
And so I went and was like, okay, removing yourself from being a player in that game, how could I have dealt with XYZ situations better?
Yeah, you could have made a call.
Yeah. You were right there.
Yeah. You can open your eyes. And consequently, I'm going for LASIK next week.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
Things are looking up.
Based on the suggestion of someone in the crowd, get LASIK.
Yeah.
They were
right.
just saying it, Bridget.
Yeah, you don't
They
have
didn't
to
mean
do it.
No.
Well done, Bridget. Well done on keeping everybody calm. No.
I feel like you've set the tone from this point on, though. Next game, you're going to be like, all right, none of that.
Well, everybody's on notice now. Put everyone on notice right now that if they give you a sideways glance, they're getting teed up.
That's right.
That's right.
And make a big production out of it.
Yeah.
Just hold your hands way over your head and boom,
Boom.
technical.
Yeah, and like every time you hit your hand with your other hand, hit the whistle like burr, 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 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
do
there was a game the night before.
Let
where
the power go to your head. is what I'm
I
saying.
did say there was someone who looked at me and they turned, and I could tell that they didn't want to instigate something and get a technical, but they turned around and started mouthing about me. And so then I said, don't talk back to me and don't talk back about me.
Very nice.
And then it got some laughs out of other people. And so I guess I'm getting a sassy reputation. If
There you
nothing
go.
else.
Nice.
Oh, we got the sassy ref tonight.
Yeah.
All right, watch your mouths.
Well done, Bridget. Well done. Well done. Watch out, all you basketballers. Well, Bridget's on the court. She's not going to take any guff. She'll tee you up in a second.
Let us know when your next game that you're reffing is that's maybe at a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
And we'll come and chirp all
Absolutely.
the players.
Yeah,
and
we'll
cheer
chirp all the
ref.
players. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a really good idea.
Huh?
Good call, ref.
Throw a little swerve at him.
Good call, ref. Hey, number 6, go down the court.
Hit the showers.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
And I will support it.
Yep.
When's your next game?
Well, there is a game at 9 tonight, but I'm not reffing it. I think next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Okay.
What time?
Oh, I don't know.
Just let us know.
After 9?
It might be at 9 p.m.
That's too late.
Okay.
I don't
What
wanna
about
do that.
next Wednesday at 8:30?
No,
I could
that's
maybe do
trivia.
that. Maybe. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got trivia.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, it's either going to be Tuesday at 9, Thursday at 9, or Wednesday at 8:30.
That's a lot of basketball.
All right,
It's too much.
Let's see what we can do.
I might could go at 9. I don't know. I'd have to be really drunk. That's how I usually am in the evenings. Bridget, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us some beautiful treats and telling us about the wilds of basketball, rec basketball here at Yellowknife. Anyone who plays rec basketball, maybe here's just a tip. You don't need to scream swears at people. You just don't need. It doesn't need to happen. That's all. That's all. Especially at Bridget.
That's part of the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Remember, you're going to get teed up, though, if you start doing that.
That's right.
Bridget Russ, thank you for joining us. Go see Ghosted at the Dead North Film Festival. Schedule is going to be released probably pretty soon, so we'll find out very soon when that'll be. But also check out the trailer on the Dead North Film Fest Facebook page. Bridget Rusk, ref, filmmaker, woman about town, and also her job that she does every day, which I don't know.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.